We will now show the lives of Shinshiro City's students. This is a high school in Shinshiro named Yukiokan. High school lasts 3 years and has students from 15 to 18 years old. Yukiokan High School was established in April 2019 by merging 2 other schools. Yukiokan High School has inherited both schools' characteristics, offering specialized university preparation courses and specialist training courses. In the specialized university preparation courses, students can take extra classes in the morning or on Saturdays. In addition, they can also study on their own online. In the specialist training courses, they can learn about home economics, farming, and commerce. In the first year, students get to experience all 3 and choose their preferred subject by their second year. One of the major points of the specialist training courses is being able to have first-hand training in specialized institutions. Let's take a look at some of the classes and training facilities.
At Yukiokan High School, students can acquire basic knowledge and techniques to raising animals and growing vegetables, fruits, and flowers. Not only that, they also learn about the production and manufacturing of local specialty products. One student was able to obtain a national certification to become a domestic animal inseminator in her first year. She took upon the challenge of artificial insemination in school, and in December 2019, a calf was born. This year, other calves are being raised at this school. Here's where sheep and goats are raised. In 2020, 2 new goats were born. The students use the goat's milk to produce cheese and the sheep's fur to make stuffed animals. Here, the school raises 2 ostriches named Sakura and Ai. Very friendly. If you raise your hand, they are sure to give you a high five with their beaks.
The school has fruit farms for kaki, Asian pears, ume, and so on. They also have greenhouses and vegetable gardens.
In this greenhouse, they are gardening flowers that will be later sold around the city and among neighbors. Right now, they are growing cyclamen.
Students take this class as practice for the licensing exam. During cooking classes, they learn the special way of cutting vegetables called katsuramuki. It is a way to cut vegetables in bell-shaped, thin, long strips. Cutting vegetables in this manner is a good way to learn how to use a kitchen knife, but a lot of practice is necessary to be able to cut the vegetables properly. Students train to be able to cut equally thin slices and as long as possible in a limited amount of time. This practice also helps students learn how to cook on a daily basis. Students learn how to cook main and side dishes, and even desserts. It's not just about the taste though. They also learn about the presentation.
In sewing classes, the students are making yukatas. Yukatas were usually worn inside the house, but nowadays they are known as classy summer clothes, coming in many different colors and patterns. During the Obon holiday or during firework watching, among other summer events, you can see many people wearing them. Before making the yukatas they'll soon wear, students practice by making yukatas for teddy bears. They plan to wear their yukatas for graduation pictures and fashion shows. Students also create other traditional clothes such as jinbeis, bags with traditional patterns, coin purses, and more. During their first year, students make shirts. During the second, they make skirts. By the third year, they make coats. By the time they graduate, they have created a whole outfit. In February 2020, they won the Minister of Education Award in Best Promotion of Home Sewing by their work in the Home Sewing Works by Student contest. They were selected out of 76 other high schools for their contribution to the education of home sewing.
We will now introduce the classes shared between both courses. Through the creation of newspapers during the Humanity and Manufacturing Society classes, students deepen their understanding of their local society and its relations. There are 20 groups in total, and each has their own editing department which decides on the theme, such as local accents or tourist attractions. One of the groups made an article regarding the 4 big festivals related to the events on the Battle of Nagashino-Shitagahara. They even created mascots to promote the events. The mascots' names are Shinohazuku-kun and Hinohazuku-chan. Shinohazuku-kun's name comes from an official city bird named Konohazuku and the Battle of Nagashino.
Hinohazuku-chan is also named after the same bird, but its name also references the fire dance that is performed in the festivals. One of the festivals is called Hiondori. Local people make 2 or 3 meter tall giant torches and wave them in the air. The second-year students went on a school trip for 3 days in October. On the first day, they visited Hiroshima. Before going on this school trip, students learn about peace and listen to a lecture from one of the Hiroshima bombing survivors. While showing drawing of the victims, he told students about the horrors of atomic bombs. About a painter's friend who suffered from burns all over her body, leaving visible scars. About a child trapped under the debris and his crying mother unable to help her child. And many other sights that turned that morning into a nightmare. There were also many who died later from the effect of the overflowing radiations. There are still around 14,000 nuclear weapons in the world, although these are very fearful and cruel weapons that could kill many and indiscriminately. Further, radiation emitted by nuclear weapons can cause damage to a person's body, including radiation sickness and death. This is why he believes that telling the future generations about the horrors of nuclear weapons and war is so important. 今日の平和学習の感想を教えてください。
今回は、以前に各クラスの中でグループを作って、それぞれが原子爆弾そのものの構造だったり、投下された時のその場所の状況だったりをそれぞれが調べて発表してっていう時間があったんですが、それを受けて今回実際に被爆体験の講話の方があったので、そこでは、実際に当時はこういう状況だったんだよとか、そういう話を聞くことができたので、それを踏まえて修学旅行での見学などを通してもっと学びを深めていきたいなと考えています。
キノコ雲など原爆の写真を見てどう思いましたか？
一番最初に私が見たのは教科書の中での写真だったんですが、やっぱり教科書っていうのは限界があるもので、そこでしか知れないこともあるんですけど、そういったお話も含めて改めて写真を見ると、その当時の様子だったりとかもこう想像が膨らんで、よりいい学習ができたと思います。
修学旅行ではどんな活動をしますか？
広島修学旅行では宮島や厳島神社に行ったり、原爆資料館などへ行って写真や展示物などを見たりして、で平和記念公園にも行って原爆ドームを見たり学んだりするので、それが楽しみです。
修学旅行で学びたいことは何ですか？
原爆ドームや平和記念公園に行ったり、原爆資料館などに行ったりするので、そこでその被爆された当時の環境やその後の被爆者の方の生活について資料を通して深く学んでいけたらいいなと思っています。
Let's learn about the students' daily schedules. School starts at 8:30 a.m. Let's take a look at a usual morning. As students arrive at the school, the shoes are replaced by slippers before entering the building to keep it clean. Classes start after a short homeroom. Each class lasts 50 minutes and students have a 10-minute break between classes. Lunch break lasts 35 minutes. Let's take a look. Students eat lunch in their own classroom, and a lot of them bring their own lunches. A student show you what's inside her lunchbox.
はい、私のお弁当はじゃじゃーん、シンプルザベストこれをのりとわと言います。日本ではすごく有名で人気ですよ。 これタコさんウインナーって知ってますか？きっと食べたらとっても美味しいですよ。さよなら。
After lunch, it's time to clean. The students clean the classroom, blackboard, hallways, and stairs. In Japan, from primary to high school, students are responsible for cleaning their schools, which is why, from a young age, they learn to keep shared environments clean. 5 minutes before the 5th period, the preliminary bell rings. After classes, there's another short homeroom. After that, come the club activities. Yukyokan High School features 12 sports clubs and 8 cultural clubs. We will show some of them. First, let's take a look at the softball club practice. All team members are girls. The teacher hit the ball to help them practice their defense. Next, let's check out the handball club. They are learning about how to throw a ball into the goal. Next, let's see what is happening on the kendo club. During kendo practice, they use bamboo swords. It seems they are currently practicing the proper way to swing the swords. During matches, they also wear protective gear. More than winning or losing, the respect towards your opponent is the most important aspect of this art. Lastly, let's see what is up in the tea ceremony club. Every Tuesday, they practice for tea ceremonies. On Fridays, they practice the art of flower arrangements. Let's take a look at their practice. They are learning how to use a special cloth named fukusa. It's an essential item to cleanse the tea ceremony tools. After the club activities, the students return home.